Hello folks, again, can you hear me? I hope I'm actually recording. Can't really see my GoPro because of these tiny little mirrors. I hope I'm actually recording. Trying to get this thing shifted before this rain gets too heavy, because I'm not going to miss the rain, that's for sure. So I want to get there before the roads get too dirty and soaking and the bike gets a mess, similar to what we're going to be. So you probably guessed by now, my new toy is the Ducati Hypermotard 821. So it's a 2015 bike. Like I say, I've wanted one of these for a long time. But when they came out here in 2014, they came out here, maybe 2013, they were about, I think they were about 13 grand or something, 14 grand to buy new. UK pounds, that is, 14,000 UK. So it was just a wee bit out of my budget at the time, plus it would have been my only bike and I didn't want it as my only bike, but now I've got the big Beamer, I'll have this as a second bike. So I picked this up, obviously it's second hand, 2015, as you can maybe see there. It's only got just over 10,000 kilometres on the clock. One owner bike that was actually a woman, or it's a woman on the book, the owner, it's a woman's name. So, and it's like new, it's mint, it is absolutely mint. I'll do a little montage right now, enjoy. I can feel it heating up already. You know, that's one thing with Ducatis, they get hot. They run hot. I need to figure out what all the ABS and traction control settings are. I've got it on urban mode, I think, just now, urban, which I think is the lowest power. Basically just till I get used to the bike, you know. No point in trying to jump straight on it in sport until I'm used to it. It feels tiny, it does feel tiny though. No gear indicator on it, which I'm surprised. I thought they did, but okay, not a big deal. So yeah, unfortunately the bike just got delivered a couple of days ago. I just picked it up a few days ago, and it's just been, well, it's been rainy season here, it's just been bucketing down with rain since I got the bike, so I've not really had a chance to get out on it, other than a quick test ride. So unfortunately, proper ride out's going to have to wait till I get back. But it's a toy for playing, and it's a good toy at that. I got it for a pretty reasonable price, I think, especially for the condition and the miles on it. Yeah, that was it. Like I said, sold the Versys, so sell one buy one. It's kind of the way it goes with me. Can't help myself. This rain's getting heavier. Just stay off long enough till I get to the bloody workshop. hold off on moving it, but the wife says no, do it now before the rain gets too bad and the roads get to be a real mess. So I thought, okay, may as well. So that's what I'm doing. Dude doing? This rain's getting heavier. I'm going to get wet. Distinct Ducati V-twin or L-twin sound. As you see, she's got a Yoshi pipe on it. I'm not sure if it's a legit Yoshi pipe or not. I'm guessing probably not. Sounds good. Sounds very good. So, plans for this? Not a lot. Use it. Use the bloody thing. I wouldn't mind changing out some of the bits for some of the, get some fancy carbon fibre parts for it, as you do. Make it mine, you know. You've got to change things on the bike. You fellow bikers will know that you've always got to do something. It's very rarely anyone that I know anyway just buys a bike and leaves it as is, unless it's just a commuter bike or something like that. But most people like to tinker and farkle their bikes. Fuel lights on. Something I never thought to check. There's no fuel gauge on it, no. Hope there's enough to get into there. Easy to go quick on. It's in urban mode. Can only imagine in sport mode what it's like. I'll probably get some stick for riding in urban mode, but it's my first time on the bike, really. The roads are slowly getting wet, tyres are cold. Excuses maybe, but yeah, I'd rather spend a wee bit of time getting used to the bike before I go flat out into sport mode and give it loads of shit, you know. It's got a sport, a touring and an urban. I think the touring mode is the least powerful mode. I'm not sure. I'll need to do a bit of reading, a bit of research on them. It's a bike I've wanted since they came out, and I've always been looking at them in the second-hand market to pick one up at some point. But then I bought the Beamer and I had the Versys, the DRZ. So I was like, right, once I sell the Versys, I'll see if I can get one. And then getting one, because over here, I don't know about other countries, but over here they do like a low suspension model. So obviously, because the Thai people are generally a bit shorter than Europeans, Westerners, whatever. And so they do a low suspension model. So a lot of the ones for sale over here are low suspension models. So I also had to keep an eye out for a full height normal suspension model, if you like. They call them the tall suspension model over here, but to us it'd probably be normal. So I managed to, this one came up. I was looking at another one, and I inquired about another one, same year, slightly higher kilometres, a little bit less in price, not much. But it was sold. It was a shop in Bangkok. It was sold when I inquired about it, but then pretty much they got straight back to me saying that they'd just gotten this one in if I was interested in this one. So I got videos, photos, all the good stuff sent to me about it, and I was like, yep, that'll do. The guy, well, it was actually a woman, the woman saleswoman that was speaking to, she basically said, look, it's like new, you know, it's like a new bike, it's not done a lot, and yeah, it hasn't. Sounds lovely though. Me personally, I think the Ducati Hypermotards, they're one of the best looking bikes on the market just now. This is an older model, but even the newer models are lovely, but the newer models, it was the 939, the 939 is the newest one. I think there was the 8, well, there was the 796 and the 1100, they were the first ones, the air-cooled models, and then they went to the 821, which is this one, which is fuel and liquid cooled, 4 valve. So the 796 and the 1100s were 2 valve. These are 4 valve, liquid cooled. And then from the 821, what did they go to? Was it the 939 that went next, and then is it the 959? Maybe I've got that wrong. There was another model after this that looked exactly the same, but it was a slightly bigger engine. But quite a few folk weren't keen on it, saying that the fueling and that was all over the place, and it was, you know. And then there's the latest model, which is is it the 950? The 950? I don't know, something like that. But that's out of my price range. Out of my price range, because it's only, I think, it only came out what, a year ago, a year and a half ago maybe. Me parked this thing up for a couple of weeks, but I'll be getting lots of time on it. By the time I get back, the rainy season should be just about over, I hope, I think. I need to check that, but I think so, yeah. I think the time I come back for work, rainy season should be nearly over, so I'll get plan is to get plenty of seat time on the bikes. The stand spring seems very weak on it. There we have it, folks. Back to the workshop. So, let me see. Have I actually been recording? Yes, I have. Good. It's always a worry with the GoPros. So, here she goes. You'll have seen it already in the montage that I'm actually just away to do now. But I'll put it in earlier in the video. It's a lovely looking bike though, lovely looking bike. Like I say, Yoshi, I don't think it's genuine just because just some of the fixings don't look like if they were a genuine pipe. It would be, it might be, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I need to see if I can find a serial number or something on it and check up, but Anyway folks, I will cut you loose. Like I say, I've got a few videos from the tour with the wife to do. They'll come in over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Let's say there'll be 3, maybe 4 videos I get out of that, depending on the footage. And then obviously this video you've just watched. So peace out people, this way, whatever, and I'll speak to you later. Cheerio.